everybody's just running.
It's about 4 to 5 minutes of gunshot.
You could see people getting shot and people falling.
15 seconds, 10 seconds, and then pop, 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 pop again.
Cowardly, despicable act. We're angry, we're grieving, we're confused, people are hurting.
This morning, you woke up to those images. The news that yet again, there was another mass shooting in America. And again, this became the deadliest. 58 killed, 515 wounded. And just moments ago, we learned from officials inside of the gunman's hotel room, at least 17 guns. Tonight, there are renewed calls for gun control. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut says enough is enough. He released this statement. You can read it on your screen. He says it has to stop. He is infuriated, he says, by other lawmakers who are afraid of the gun industry and don't take policy action against what he calls an epidemic.
And Alex, this is something that then on social media just becomes a huge debate. We see this every time, but especially we're seeing that today.
Yeah, and today White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said, today is not the time to talk about gun control, but gun control hashtags have been trending online everywhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just crying for something, anything even, to change. So let me get to a few of those tweets online, some reaction. Josh Abbott Band's Caleb Keeter, who was a performer at the concert, said he had been a proponent of the Second Amendment until last night, saying, "I cannot express how wrong I was." He also said that his crew had legal firearms on the bus. He also said they were useless. We couldn't touch them for fear police might think that we were part of the massacre and shoot us. Well, Nancy Pelosi took to Twitter to ask Paul Ryan to create a select committee on gun violence. In a statement, she added, Congress has a moral duty to address this horrific and heartbreaking epidemic. Sandy Hook mother, Nelba Marquez Green, said every day she's stunned by the level of trauma, direct or vicarious, Congress is willing to make us suffer through. Elizabeth Warren said thoughts and prayers are not enough. Not when more moms and dads will bury their kids this week and more sons and daughters will grow up without parents. And Hillary Clinton, referring to a bill Republicans in Congress have been advancing, said, the crowd fled at the sound of gunshots. Imagine the deaths if the shooter had a silencer, which the NRA wants to make easier to get. Now that bill, which is known as the Sportsman's Heritage and Recreational Enhancement Act, would deregulate suppressors or silencers, making it easier to get them. It would also be cheaper too, since state and local taxes would be nullified.
As people are calling for more gun control, stocks for gun makers are on the rise. Shares in American Outdoor Brands, the parent company of Smith & Wesson, close to up to 3.2% after gaining nearly 7% earlier in the day. Strom Ruger was up nearly 3.4% at the closing bell after rising nearly 6% at one point today. Now, experts say shares in gun manufacturers often rise after mass shootings because many gun owners fear there will be a crackdown on gun laws, and some believe more guns will be bought by Americans looking to protect themselves.